Most people think they understand wealth, but the truth is, the ultra-rich live in a completely different world. There are fewer of them than you think, but they control more than you can imagine. For them, time isn't managed, it's bought.
Every hour has a price, and theirs is higher than most people make in months.
They don't just buy things, they buy access. Freedom, for them, doesn't mean vacation. It means escape from limits. One decision can move entire systems.
They simplify the small things to dominate the big ones.
From the outside, it looks like luxury, but inside, it's something else entirely.
And once you step inside, you see what most people never will. Their mornings don't begin with alarms. They begin with systems designed to remove friction.
Every minute is pre-decided, not by chance, but by a structure built around maximum output.
They don't eat for taste alone. They fuel decisions that can move millions.
Even their fitness is engineered. Quiet, private, and optimized for control. They eliminate unnecessary choices, so their focus stays where it truly matters.
They don't experience delays. The world rearranges itself around their time. One home is never enough. Their lifestyle exists across multiple realities.
Every conversation carries weight, because every person at the table controls something valuable.
A single call can trigger outcomes most people spend years trying to reach.
But behind the precision and control, there's a silence few are prepared for.
They don't think in moments. They think in systems that shape outcomes before they happen.
Their risks aren't reckless. They're calculated moves, backed by information others never see.
In their world, connections aren't social. They're strategic assets. They don't trade time for money. They use leverage to multiply everything they touch.
While most people work for money, their money is constantly working for them.
One source of income is fragile. Multiple streams create stability and control. Their most protected asset isn't what they own. It's what others can't see.
Much of their influence operates quietly, far beyond public attention.
The higher the level, the smaller the circle becomes.
And at the top, power often comes with a silence most people never expect.
Surrounded by people, yet rarely feeling understood, in a world built on perception.
In their world, relationships often carry layers, where trust and strategy quietly overlap. Attention becomes a currency, powerful when controlled, dangerous when it isn't. Privacy isn't automatic. It's something they actively defend every single day.
Time exists in abundance, but truly free moments become increasingly rare.
As success grows, so does the pressure, expanding into every decision they make.
At higher levels, competition shifts, becoming quieter, sharper, and far more strategic.
Each decision carries weight. where even small missteps can ripple into major consequences.
The higher the position, the more distance there is between them and everyone else.
Because behind the image of luxury, there are trade-offs few ever truly see.
There isn't one perfect life, only different paths shaped by different trade-offs.
At its core, wealth isn't just money. It's control over how life is experienced.
What most people see is only the surface of something far more complex.
Behind every display of luxury, there are systems, pressure, and constant calculation.
And sometimes, the real cost of that power isn't measured in money at all.
The world of the ultra-rich doesn't stay open. It quietly closes behind them.
So the real question was never just how they live.
It's whether you would truly choose that life if you understood everything behind it.
Because every level of success carries a price most never see coming.
And now that you've seen inside, the idea of wealth may never look the same again.
At the highest levels, access is limited to rooms most people never even know exist.
Money can open doors, but staying inside requires something far more rare.
Connections here aren't casual. They're built slow and protected carefully. A single introduction can shift direction because their network spans the entire world.
What the public sees is often just the surface of something much deeper.
Influence doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it moves silently in the background.
The most powerful actions are often the ones no one notices happening.
They see patterns early and position themselves before the world catches up.
Timing becomes a weapon when you operate ahead of everyone else.
And at that level, power isn't loud. It's precise, controlled, and almost invisible.
They don't think in jobs. They think in ownership, in ways most never consider. Every dollar has a purpose. It's directed to multiply, not merely spent.
They play long-term games, while most are trapped in the short-term cycle.
Failure isn't a setback. It's material for building their next advantage. They simplify chaos, turning countless options into one powerful decision.
They ignore noise and focus solely on what shapes outcomes.
They invest time with the same precision as money, knowing it compounds. Small advantages accumulate until they create massive differences over time.
They don't just play the game. They understand its rules, patterns, and hidden paths. And once you see the system, everything starts to look different, and opportunities emerge where others see none.
Not everyone wants this life, and not everyone should. Reflection shows the cost behind the glamour.
Every level of freedom comes with its own invisible pressures few ever notice.
What seems like luxury often carries responsibilities invisible to outsiders.
The faster the life moves, the harder it becomes to pause, reflect, or escape.
And eventually, the real question becomes personal.
What life do you truly want?
Every choice creates a path, and the direction you tone defines your reality.
Beyond money and status, only a few fundamentals truly matter in life.
And sometimes, less isn't a loss. It's clarity, focus, and freedom. Success isn't universal. It's personal, defined only by the life you choose to build.
And now that you've seen both sides, the choice is yours. How will you define your world?